just outside of Johnson City, Tennessee. It is Sunday, November 6th, and I'm headed to Ohio. Headed to MacArthur, Ohio to do some deer hunting like I did last year. Had great success, hanging out with a great group of guys, and just got back from SEMA on Friday. I went to work on Friday when I got back. I went to work Saturday morning because I had a lot going on, a lot to accomplish even before I turn around. Had the Georgia game Saturday. Go Dogs. We were still the undefeated champs. And then turn right back around and we're headed this way. So today I want to show you, we're in my newly purchased 2022 F-350 Star White with the navy pier interior with the Starlight headliner. So legit. This pier, navy contrast, greenish, seafoam green coloration, I like to call it, hits totally different. It's amazing. I love the contrast in the seats as well with the gray, the limited contrast stitching. It makes the vehicle feel so much bigger in here, and it's definitely more broad in here. It's like a bus almost, and I cannot wait till we go up on a 10-inch and the 40 that's coming soon. But just want to show you what I'm rolling with. We're rolling on a $98,200 MSRP. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this stuff's gotten this high. And if you're building a 23, it's going to be, you know, well over 100 grand, probably 10 more grand to build the same truck. And you know, I'm right at 1,100 miles. Check this out too. So going into my screen cluster here, I love that the Limited has different fonts as well. But let's go all the way over here to the left to go to our trip. So I got two different trips for you. This first trip is essentially, look at that, 20 miles a gallon, over 1,000 pound-feet of torque. We're 1,050 and 475 horsepower. I'm getting 20 miles a gallon. The Raptor would not do that. It was about 13 to 15. And in the duration total, 17.6. Let me know what you're getting on fuel economy, but we are bone stock. We got stuff loaded up, which I want to show you my setup for my hunting trip as well. And let's go. So Star White, a thing of beauty. SEMA was a thing of beauty as well. Let me tell you about SEMA real quick. So SEMA, for me now, is not to go and get ideas, because I want to have my own creative ideas, but definitely seeing and appreciating what everyone else is doing is important to me. I don't have to go to SEMA to get re-energized. I re-energize myself every day with just what industry I'm in and what kind of output I've got going on right now. But we took a lot of our staff, which had a great time. I could see the camaraderie built up with that. I could see their minds being sparked with interest. I can tell that their output is just gonna be even better because they're happy, y'all. They're happy employees. We show them that we appreciate them, and they continue to give us all they got week to week. That means everything. Our staff means everything. Without our staff, we do not have anything, y'all, except for great followers and fans. Look at the Star White. Now, I must say that the Star White is phenomenal. Got to do some ceramic coat on that bad boy, but it just glistens. And just look at the flake. This is my truck. I can't believe this is my truck. I got the Star White. We're about to go Stormtrooper vibe, 10 inches, 40s on 26s. And I can tell you, my initial concern of this truck is what I knew it would be. It ain't no Raptor. It ain't no Indoraptor for sure. The Raptor is the best everyday driving vehicle I've ever had, period. My wife's driving it now. She says the same thing. Brady says the same thing. The Raptors drive so good, and they do. Even going over the potholes and the crooks and the crannies and the railroad tracks, you need better. I mean, just it's a heavy 7,000 pound solid axle front and rear setup, and the wheels and tires. The tires are too small. You need a wider. Our coverts are so money to me because you go wider, leveled out, slightly bigger. Everything's improved. So this truck right here is $98,000, but we're gonna make it a lot better. It's gonna drive better. We know what to do with our packages to make it the best it can be, which is hard to wrap your head around a $98,000 truck needing to be improved. But just look how front side heavy you are right there. And I can feel it while I'm driving. It's just, I'm leaning down and it just does not feel normal. It feels weird. I don't feel as confident as I do when I'm leveled out. And then again, just the 350, because Mr. Brad Akins knows how to roll too. A 350 single wheel is a diamond the way it sits. And then when we throw Everest Edition package on it, going to be Diamond Everest. Unbelievable limited platform. And of course, the inside that I just showed you is a huge reason why I love this truck, because it just feels different, has a total different vibe. Just like the rear applique limited being slightly different. We're going to paint those. We already installed those. While we're here out back, I don't have a bed cover, so all I can do is carry my coolers. Yes, I could put my bags that I have in there in here, but what if I stop to eat? I'm worried about somebody stealing it. Where the world is, dadgummit. And then secondly, if it rains, I have to get it out. So right now I'm rolling with everything back here. Got my big suitcase back here. Got my bow. I got my boots. Got the audio, baby. You know I got to have the sub. I got some hats to give some folks when we get here. My bow, and I have more luggage up front. I got to carry my buck back from my Ohio kill last year, so I got to make room back here. What I'm getting at is, if you don't have a bed cover, you're going to be needing a bed cover. So I got to get a bed cover on here, because if I have any people riding with me, I'm gonna have to have a cover for all the above reasons, but then just space in general. It's just me in here. Even if my son was with me, we'd be hurting for space. The 6 3/4 bed length on this is definitely bigger than my 5.5 foot bed on the Raptor, but still, I mean, I need to utilize it better with a bed cover, and definitely a big buck, horns hanging out. You know, I'm gonna go, let's go. I already did MBRP, DPF back, exhaust right there with a 6-inch tip. I like the 6-inch tip. It's not too big like the 7. It's just right for me. Our rear wheel well lighters came with it. And we have rock lights galore, and they're Wild Withy rock lights. You can see it right there, what you know about that. We got 16 of those bad boys throughout. And I'm loving the truck. I will say though, that it's just not as refined of a drive. You're driving a Super Duty. It does not drive as good as a Raptor or even an F-150. You got the independent front suspension, makes all the difference, and I'm on stock everything. Even the valence is stock, but we're getting there. I'm being patient. The wheels and tires are already here. The lift will be here right at this early December, and then we'll get it on paint action, as well as more great things coming to us. So SEMA was phenomenal. The dogs are still the undefeated national champions. They stood ground and said, this is our plan and we're going to execute it. And that's what we're about. Like, we know and believe we're the best, but we got to execute our plan day in and day out. So I'm going up here to Ohio. I told you about the SEMA deal for me. It was phenomenal. It was great. But then, like, that's not a necessity to me, because that's not really gonna, that definitely helps me enhance our business in many different ways. The networking of people is huge. That was the biggest thing for me from SEMA, was just connecting, shaking the hands with the people that I DM and talk to and message, etc. Actually meeting them face to face, nothing like it. So definitely progressing the business side at SEMA is a huge thing there. But then secondly, the hunting for me, about to go hunting. You can see a lot of stuff from me on my trip here. I was born hunting, man. It's part of who I am. I feel so close to God. I just love nature. I love big bucks and lifted trucks. Let's go. So we're going to Ohio bow hunting. And my son's not with me. That hurts. My baby's not with me. That hurts. But I'm gonna go just enjoy this, bring you a lot of stuff from that, and it just clears my mind. My release, my rejuvenation comes in the woods. So you also know I'm gonna be working while I'm in the deer stand. Big bucks and trucks. Told you. So it's coming. I'm gonna have a lot of time in the woods, so I'm gonna definitely maximize my efforts, relax. You know what I'm saying, y'all. So hey, look, about to get back in the road. I got a long way to go. It's gonna be 9 o'clock or so before I get to my boys at deer camp. Mr. Whiteman, I'm coming, big dog. So see y'all soon. Stay tuned. Big bucks and trucks. Real deal. Let's go. Peace out.